The display is all completed, and on the floor, you should be taking an 8 pallet space. Right now with the warehouses, we are set up on a main aisle, would be what would be facing into the main aisle, and then coming across either side of the display here and here would be running down the aisleways that are perpendicular. So we will be facing 3 sides in our display. A quick walk around on the display. As we noted earlier, it's made up of 3 pallet sets. The gloves and belts are set up on one pallet display. Again, this is the one that would be the first facing the main aisle and the edges. Belts and accessories should be the one facing. That way they will see everything that is actually in the display. You will have room for an aisleway in between that will allow them to go all the way around and see the items. For each item, you'll find the display placard above the item. One issue to note, because the number of items, you do have a couple of magnetic placards that have 2 items to a placard. And as we showed earlier, these are placed on with the magnet, and as you will see, they always sit right below the particular item. In the case of the men's and women's gloves, there are anywhere from 4 to 6 styles of women's gloves at each show, and usually 3 to 4 men's gloves. Looking down a display, you'll note that here I'm showing you the wool glove with the cashmere lining. It's being offered in gray, purple or eggplant, sand, burnt orange, light taupe, and black. Each display for each region has different colors. It does not necessarily have the exact same items. They will be similar in some cases, but the items have been chosen by region. Coming around to the side, you'll also note that we have one of the women's styles, again done in red, black, brown, tan, and taupe. You might be looking at a display for another region, and instead of red you might have purple as an example. The colors will vary. Going across, you'll see all of the sizes. So in this case, you have a women's red in 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. Depending on the glove, we run from 6.5 through 9 on the women's gloves, and 8 through 10 will be sent with extra placards. Again, the placards are placed on magnetically. These were also taken out of that display drawer during setup. If you lose a placard and there's not one in the backstock drawer, if you go to the front desk at Costco, they will print these for you. You can also note these types of issues on the daily sheet that in the area of missing stock or display items. Here is the 2 drawers that will contain the different materials that you need for the show. The wing nuts that are used to put the signs on. You also notice that the signs are color coded. So you line up a blue with a blue, a red with a red, a yellow with a yellow. Note that the ones that are in red, which I'm showing you right here, is the same end cap that is used on the coats. So as long as it has a red dot, it can be used interchangeably. The balance of them you will be able to understand or be able to identify by the length or size. The coat display, again, is made of 2 pallets brought together. right here. The coats usually are anywhere from 2 to 4 coats for women's and 2 to 3 coats for men's. One side of the coats being men's, as noted in the signs that we discussed earlier, and one side having the women's. The women's coats that are in the signs do not necessarily match the exact coat you will have at your shows. In this particular display that we're showing you, they do, but we do have 2 short coats that were covered in the product information videos, and those 2 short coats are only carried in some of the more cosmopolitan areas. I think it takes a long time to react. Okay, go.
Now we need to merchandise the booth. In the top accessories drawer, we have the signs. They're all magnetic back. Like this one is a 669769, and I know it's a Napa Parker with hood. But you know, I can confirm on the ticket that's the same sign, same item number. Boom, on it goes.
There are mirrors at both ends of the coat display. Right now there's a protective coating on that we did, and it is on either side. The backstock items or ancillary items involved with the show are kept below the coats. So as an example, this is where you'll find a box of the coat covers that was shown in the selling video. You'll see this is where they're keeping the tarps, as well as during takedown we will be putting the signs back down here for shipment and breakdown. In regards to coats, there is no backstock. All of the coats on the racks are all the coats that are at the show. Again, if you run out of a coat of a particular size, you'll mark that on the out of stock area of your daily maintenance sheet. For simplicity purposes or ease of use at the show, we suggest that when you do set up, to take out of the 2 drawers that are for display materials, which one of the items that they'll be containing will be the call tickets, and to put these items up on top. It just gives you a little bit easier access. We also find it easier to take 6 or 8 of the coat bags out of the carton here and here, and just lay them on top. So again, ease of access.